Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you call for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they follow the law, they doing it. You said under your house shine, they ought to love one another. And they doing it.
We're in front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother. Macho! Barak! Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahab.
Water, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, nigga? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, niggas? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers got them killers with me, and I don't fuck with every spot cause it's too iffy. Real motherfucking prophet cause the Lord with me, but don't get that shit twisted, I got Drake's with me. Yeah, bitch, and that whole 50. Run up on me wrong, you gon' catch 60. Wait, you gon' catch 20. The other 30 for your homies, bitch, I got plenty. And I'll shoot this motherfucker till that clip empty. Taking orders from your bitch, you a fucking simpy. shit should be televised. The way I'm cutting niggas up, bitch, I'm a samurai. Niggas swear they in the truth, but telling hella lies. Stumping like you Greek, bitch, you Hellenized. The revolution gon' be televised, and what I see in my vision gon' leave you petrified.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas? UPK soldiers lead cowards and awe. So fuck a gas stop. I came with 6 pumps in my car. My niggas ready to swing. We like kids at the park. So touch a chair around this bitch and we breaking your jaw. They think we Christian, but we not. Nothing about us is soft. I don't know what you niggas on, but that shit get you off. We booted up. We came to take zones for real. Black 40 under my garment, I be dressed to kill. Fourth dimension sitting linger, I be fresh for real. Putting scripts on your corners, but these here ain't pills. We rock covers. You official if you know those drills. Bread and water, you official if you know those meals. Yeah, you niggas soldiers get rolled over. You got police in your pocket, I got a judge in my holster. Oppressors out to get us, so remain sober. Or be chained to them chains till there's nothing that remains of us. A cult leader like Christ, we got the same culture. I bang on them, tell my enemies the rain's over. I up the sig and keep pulling like a chain smoker. The game ain't changed, One West stayed the same on them. One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Niggas talking prophets, yeah, we got plenty. We the reason why it's Israelites around the city. Call Kazak, tells a rock, bring Shamar out. We bout to slide on them, see what niggas talking about. Young dog think he wise cause he a Kemet head. That shit lame, they didn't survive, nigga, Kim is dead. Where I'm from, little nigga, is a dirty game. I pledge allegiance to Yahweh, bitch, I'm UPK. Huh, nigga, let's talk bodies. Set up on your corner, wake up everybody. Big priest until I'm dead deceased. The mission is complete until y'all off the street. Saw y'all on the internet stumping down the street. But take the poor and the weak. Touch your sister or a brother, you gon' be sleep. But take the poor and the weak.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Fucking with the brothers, then I'm giving out major pain. Clip full of ball heads, I'm shooting out Damon Wayne's. Driven ambition, I ain't never changing lanes. Wise as an old man, but I ain't slanging cane. This ain't a game, this shit way deeper than rap. You speaking the cap, but the shit y'all speaking is cap. I'm 5,000, but I still keep it a stack. I'm in the truth, not cause back then I was seeking the facts. Crying loud for the niggas that's deep in the back. And the Lord with me, ain't no reason for keeping the strap. We peep the attacks, niggas say we ain't speaking the facts. Stealing breakdowns every time we teaching in class. Niggas snitching, y'all out here squeaking with rats. We be on the street corners teaching that Jesus is black.
We on 125th Street, Harlem, nigga, you see where we at?
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga.
All right, testing. Can y'all hear me now? Testing. Can y'all hear me now? All right. All right, let's rock and roll. All right. Shalom, Israel. Salaki, let me turn this down so get no feedback. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatham to the Akim. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Alatah Shem Yahweh Shah to the Aquas. I'm Officer of 1,000, Awaja, and this is the ISUPK Detroit Law Class under Commander General Yohana. Okay. Make sure that y'all like and share these classes, man, and get these classes out here. It's kind of an important thing, man. As I say every week, we'll do our part by keep teaching classes and going out there and going to camp and do and things of that nature and food drives and felony expungements and the things that we do to use as tools to fish. Y'all do y'all part by liking and sharing the classes, man, so we can get this truth out here and wake our people up, man. All right. And wake our people up, man, because our people, they too worried about Donald Trump being president. I know y'all been hearing all the chatter. People saying they gonna leave the country. They're going to leave the country because Donald Trump is president. As if he is worse to blacks and Hispanics than any other president. Like, this is the nonsense that our people fall for, man. And that's why it's so important to like and share these classes, man. All right. They looking at Trump like he the devil. Your oppressor is the devil, period. You worried about Trump. Good night. Don't you see weed houses popping up on every goddamn corner? Your people strung out on Percocets. You worry about Donald Trump? Come on, man. We got to. All our people think about is, all our women think about is twerking. They don't want to be wives no more. They want to be baby mamas. Your nation, we is destroyed as a people. And you worried about Donald Trump being president. You gonna leave the country because he president. Get your priorities together, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. All right. Come back to your God. When we come back to our God, we don't have to worry about who the president of the United States is. You just don't. You don't have to even think about it. You don't have to worry about it. I mean, it means absolutely nothing. That dude wouldn't be in the office that he is in right now if the Lord didn't want him to be there. That's how powerful our power is, okay? So, yep, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Like and share the classes to get it out there to our people. And also, if you have any questions or comments, drop it into the chat. And of course, I definitely will get to it. All right. Yeah, and I definitely will get to it. Ain't no sweat. As a matter of fact, I'm about to check that right now to make sure that we don't have any. Yeah, make sure we don't have any. All right. So let's get it. We got no questions. All right. So I'm just going to keep going just a little bit about this past election. I'm not going to do too much, man. Our brothers already done covered every base of it. All right. So I'm not going to be too long-winded on this, man. But it was just something that I was personally thinking about. Like, I heard multiple people talk about how they lost friends over this election. They lost family members over this. Like, they done fell out with friends and family over this election, man. They done lost friends and family over this election. Like, okay, so like we in the truth, right? So to us, we don't, it makes us no never mind. But now when we look at people in the world, I want to ask one of them. I'm going to ask one who fell out with a family member because of whatever reason. What real difference did it make? Like, Kamala Harris was vice president. We had inflation like it ain't no tomorrow. Like, everybody complaining about the food prices and the food prices shooting up. My thing is this. She was part of the problem. You don't go to the person who created the problem to solve the problem. They created the problem purposely. It ain't like they made a mistake, because they could have seen the mistake and they had time to correct it. That's how you know it was purposely done. Her whole campaign, and the reason everybody ignored everything about Kamala Harris, was because she gave people the right to abort their babies. That was it. Your body, your right. Like, think about this, man. A man and a woman come together, and then now the lady is pregnant. They made the baby together. Shouldn't the father have some say-so in that? Like, of course, we don't agree with abortion. But I'm just saying, wouldn't this cross the mind of somebody inside of the world? Like, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. And also, like I touched on a couple of weeks ago, man, a child is a gift from the Lord, man. A child is a gift from the Lord. Why would you want to, like, there's so many options you can do to not get pregnant. But now, today in this kingdom, what they say sex sells. So they push it, making people over-sexualized. So they push it. It's a it's a rarity to see a sister in the world nowadays with all her clothes on. They walk around, summer hit, I mean, of course in the wintertime, but as soon as the summer hit, man, they come outside with nothing. Nothing. And they don't even care. I done seen some women walking around with what I just assumed was just a shirt. That was it. I just assumed they just had a shirt on, and I don't know what they had on under, because it just looked like they just had a shirt on. When that's not the way that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native women, our women should betray themselves. That's not the way the Lord set that up to be, man. All right? But because inside of this kingdom that we in, we do what? We follow the oppressor. We follow his way, which always following his way leads to our destruction and never leads to us actually being free. All right? So, with that being said, we're going to jump into a couple of scriptures. We're going to talk about a couple of things tonight. We're just kind of going to just kick it tonight. All right, if that's all right with y'all. It's definitely all right with me. Give me 1 second here. Let's get it. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to Psalms. We're going to put Psalms 1, the first chapter, and we're going to pick it up at the first verse, Psalms 1 and 1. All right. Psalms 1 and 1, and it reads, it says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly." Blessed is the man that walk not in the counsel of the ungodly. Think about this. Like we was just touching on Kamala Harris and abortions, touching on Donald Trump and everything he got going on. These are not people who even consider or think about the Lord. These are people that think about one thing: destroying you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American man. You turn, instead of turning to the Lord for your salvation, you turn to Kamala Harris. You put all your faith in Kamala Harris. That's why you're talking about leaving the country. That's why you're talking about, that's why you slacking. That's why you falling out with your friends and your family, because you put all of your hope into two people that could care less about you. You put your hope into two people who just going to think of a better way to destroy you. That's all they're going to do. You putting your trust in the counsel of the ungodly. That's what you doing. That's what you're doing when you're thinking about who should be your president. You just thinking about who you want, which oppressor you want in there. We know, all of us know Kamala Harris ain't black. We know this. We know it. But just because she halfway look, I guess, look black, I guess, I don't know. She made mockery of us. They just use and abuse us, man. They just use us as their leisure. They treat us like pimp. They treat us like hoes and they pimps. How they treat us. They just pimp us out for their votes. And then once they get the vote from us, then they done with us. Nothing that they ever promised us actually happens. Okay? It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Right? So we covered what? We covered the political part of it, the votes, which I said I'm not going to stay on that too long. And as a matter of fact, I'm off of it right now. All right? Changing paces. If we looking at some of the things that's going on in the world today, right? And we looking at like I don't know whether y'all know about this, but you got North Korean troops now in Ukraine backing up Russia. They now backing up Russia and Ukraine, man. We are at such a crucial time in the earth, man. Our salvation is so close at this moment, man. It's so close. It's super close, man. It's almost close enough where we can taste it. Okay? It's almost close enough where we can taste it. And with that being said, man, what I want to say tonight is I want to say, Israel, we got to make our election sure, man. Now is the time. Now is the time to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, man. Now is the time. You no longer have to ask. Like when you read in the scriptures and you read somewhere where it says spiritual Sodom, where it says spiritual Gomorrah, you know it's talking about this place that we living in. You know it's not talking about nowhere else. It ain't talking about Iraq. It ain't talking about Iran. It ain't talking about Russia. This is the only place that identifies with those two particular things. This could be called spiritually those places. All right. And it's only one place that's been bringing that out since forever, man. That is the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. The Isupk been bringing this stuff out for years, man. And the truth be told, man, these classes should have Standing room only in them, man. Standing room only. All right? Because again, we headed to a crucial time. So again, let me finish this up right here. Salakia. It says, nor standeth in the way of sinners. Nor standeth in the way of sinners, man. You trying to bring this truth out. You trying to bring it out to somebody, man. You trying to teach somebody and raise them up and say, look, man, you're not a Negro. You're not an Afro-American. You're not none of this nonsense, man. You are from the tribe of Judah. This is who the Lord called. This is who the Lord told you to be. They like, man, I don't want to hear that. And they going into the one of the weed shacks on the corner. Don't stand in. Don't keep trying to battle them. Don't keep trying to battle them. Don't try to fight them about their sins if that's what they just want to keep doing. It's another scripture that say that to speak about casting your pearls before swine. Somebody that just don't really want to hear the truth. Somebody that just really don't care about the truth. You know them type of people. You hear them. You tell them about, man, you're not supposed to be eating that pork, man. The Lord is against that. That's a sin to the Lord. What they say, they don't care. They say what? Man, I've been eating pork my whole life. I've been eating pork my whole life. Don't go in there and try to throw all the pork in their refrigerator. They got all that pork in their refrigerator. Don't go in there and start throwing all that pork away out their refrigerator. Don't do it. Don't stand in the way of a sinner, man. You did your, once you tell them, once you explain to them, that's a sin against the Lord, you've done your part. You did what you were supposed to do. I got a lot of people that I don't, in the beginning, like when I first learned about the truth, it was a little bit more harder for me. Because it was just like a fire was lit and I couldn't help it. It would just come out. Even if I didn't want it to come out, it just came out automatically. I'd be like, okay, I ain't gonna start. I ain't gonna start, man. I'm just gonna let it flow. And as soon as I get around certain people, it happened. It happened. It came right out of me. Wasn't nothing I could do about it, man. But then you know what? Them same people that I was arguing with and talking to and trying to teach and all these kind of things, they still in the world. They still get high. They still eat pork. Even though they see me and they see me completely change my life around. I mean, they know me from the world. So they know the kind of brother I was in the world. And now they see me now inside of the school, the brother I am, the man I become. And you know what them brothers still at that I was trying to tell and talk to? They still out there eating their pork and they still out there getting high. You don't stand in the way of a sinner, man. And I dang go show ain't about to go out there and knock the blunt out their mouth and out their hand and all that old stuff. All right. It says, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. What does it mean when somebody is scorning you? What does that mean, man? That's the seat you don't want to sit in, the seat of the scornful. Somebody is scorning you. They're talking a bunch of crazy talk to you. almost like contemptuous. It's like, I know I pronounced that word wrong, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Almost disrespectful. Okay? You don't want to sit in the seat of in those types of seat, man. All right? Verse 2, it says, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. His delight is in the law of the Lord, man. He delight a person. A person, remember up top it said, blessed is the man who does not. So it said it does not do what? Sit in the counsel of the ungodly, stand in the way of sinners, sit in the seat of scornful, right? Now here, now verse 2 is saying what? But his delight, the man that is blessed that we read up top about, it says, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. His delight is in the law of the Lord, man. That's what his delight is. Why is his delight? Man, let me ask y'all something. What can be better than you want to serve Kamala Harris? Huh? Joe Biden or President Trump instead of the Lord? You worried about them more than you care about the Lord, right? The Lord is bringing, think about what the Lord is doing, man. The Lord is bringing this country that we live in completely down. He is crumbling it. In fact, the Lord is about to crumble this entire world system and then send Christ to deliver us out of the condition that we in. And our people is sitting back worried about Trump and Kamala Harris, man. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, man. Because what does the law do for us? It sustains us as a nation. That's delightful, man. It puts us over all the other nations on the planet. That's delightful, man. It make Christ crack that sky and get us out of this condition that we in. That's a delightful thing, man. That's the thing that I want. That's the thing that I work for, man. That's the thing that we work for day in and day out, man. Is that Christ come and deliver us out of this condition that we in. We delight in that thing, man. It's delightful. It's delightful to be a brother to another brother. That's delightful, man. That's a delightful thing, man. It's a delightful thing. What's the next Holy Convocation? Feast of Dedications on the 25th, man. Us getting together and coming together in brotherhood, man, and enjoying each other, man. That's a delightful thing, man. Passover in Atlanta this year, us going up there. You've been to Passover before, you know what it is. That is a delightful thing, man. We not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. We not getting high. We not sleeping with other brothers' wives. And other, you know. We not doing those things, man. We not doing those things. That's a delightful thing. And the thing that make that delightful is what? We know it's pleasing to the Lord. We know it's pleasing to the Lord, man. we understand that the angels rejoice in heaven when we do those type of things, man. All right. And it goes on to say, it says, in his law doeth he meditate day and night, which is what we do. We meditate on that law day and night, man. We take what they say in the world, walk on eggshells. We walk on eggshells to make sure we ain't breaking none of those laws, man. And if we even think we may have, what we doing? We like, Lord, man, Salakia. I mean, I know we ain't saying it per se like that, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. We instantly repenting. Instantly. All right. Because what? We meditate on that law day and night, man. We meditate on that law day and night. It's never a time where we can say, especially in this kingdom, where we're not fighting to keep the law, because it's always some form of temptation around us, man. It's always some form of temptation. Satan always creep in. He just you'll be going about your normal day, doing your normal thing, and he'll just slip something in there so subtle and so slightly. That's why you have to meditate on it day and night. That's why you always have to be mindful of keeping the law. It's so important, man. Think about a brother that just like women. Nothing wrong with liking women. The women are beautiful things. Our sisters are beautiful. I love them all. Personally. Okay? But when we talk to a sister, the first thing we should be asking that sister is what? Do you have a man? Brother be kicked. If you done kicked it with a sister a whole week and you ain't asked if she had a man, brother, come on now. You done talked to the sister a whole dang on week, and not one time did you ask that sister, did she have a man? Nah, man. You got to ask that first. And that's how Satan will slip in on you right then. That'll go right out your mind. You'll just be just sitting there just kicking it and talking and like, damn, I ain't never even asked your sister, did she have a man? Sister, you got a man? God damn, I ain't even asked that question. That's the first thing you should be doing, man. All right. That's why I say meditate on that law day and night, man. And a lot of our younger men, this is about to be these next 3 months is some hard times for our younger men that's in the school. You've been celebrating this time of month, year, Thanksgiving, your whole life with your whole family. Now your mama, guess what your mama gonna tell you? Just come. You ain't got to celebrate it. Just come over and get a plate. You have to turn that plate down, brother. You have to turn the plate down. Don't eat the plate. Don't come over and just get a plate. Don't go over the next day and get any leftovers. You have to leave it alone altogether. Why? Because is it a sin to go over, let's say, the next day and get a plate? Is that a sin? La, that is not a sin. But you don't even want to give the appearance Like, you doing that can make another brother or another sister fall. That's what you doing that can do. And you don't want to be responsible for that, okay? You don't want to be responsible for another brother or another sister failing. So it wouldn't be a sin, but it's still something you should not do because you don't want nobody to fall. You don't want nobody saying, I seen brother so-and-so, he an Israelite. He had a whole plate of macaroni and dressing with cranberry sauce and gravy on top of it. So I know they got to be celebrating Thanksgiving over there. So it must be okay if I could just eat the food. I ain't gonna hang out. I'm just gonna go get me a plate. Nah, don't do it. You can't go get you a plate, man. You have to let it go altogether. All right. Verse 3, it says, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. Now, think about a tree planted by the rivers or by some water. Just think about a tree planted by some raw water. That tree is going to be a think about that tree is a bad tree. Think about the great soil it's getting. It's constantly getting fed water. It's not getting overfed water where it's killing the tree, but it's getting fed just enough water to just keep it just growing great. Going great because it's what? It's by that river right there. It's by that river. This ain't the tree that's in your backyard. This not that. This not the tree that's in your backyard, man. And that's how you have to be. That's how we have to be, man. Especially at a time like this, man. A lot of times when I be thinking, man, I be kind of just like, I don't think we can fully understand what it is that we going into until we get there. How terrible and horrible of a time that it's going to be inside of this earth, man. Like, thank the Most High that we do have a leader like Commander General Yohana who prepares us, who give us and say, this is what we got to do to prepare for what's coming. He tells us what to do to prepare for what's coming. What you gonna do if you in some fake Israelite group and all they care about is you giving your tithes? What you gonna do with that, man? Nothing, man. You're gonna be in a world of trouble. You're going to be in a world of trouble, man. That's why we have to be thankful for Commander General Yohana, all right? And it says that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither. Because what? He's planted by that water. So he's constantly getting fed. That's what coming to class is. That's what's going to camp is. That's what's getting counsel is. All those things is a part of us constantly being fed. That's how we get rooted in this truth, man. That's how we get rooted in following these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's how. You can't be somebody who just once a month watch a class. You're not rooted in the truth. That don't root you in the truth. You can't be a brother who know a couple of breakdowns, but you still celebrating Christmas. You're not rooted in the truth, man. Your leaves gonna wither. Sooner or later, your leaves is going to wither. All right, come in here in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, man, and get rooted in this truth, man. So you can learn how to really prepare for the things that's coming up, man. You'll be surprised, like, how many people in the world really just don't know, don't care. Like, it amazes me, the stuff that we prioritize. I just be looking sometime like, damn, do they arguing about that? Do they know what the hell is going on? Like, excuse me, y'all need to be in class. And no, they don't care, man. It's a bad thing. I got a brother online, right? One of my partners I grew up with. This brother online, all he wants to argue about is King James being white. That's it. King James being white and whatever about Esau, whatever he want to say about Esau. That's all he puts on the internet all day, every day. Something about saving Esau and something about King James being white. And I'm just like, brother, do you not see what's going on in the world? Nobody don't got time for you to argue back and forth with you about Esau. And of course, he sends me messages, private, Facebook Messenger and all that kind of. I don't have time to go back and forth with that brother about Esau and all that nonsense. I don't care. You love Esau? I don't stand in the way of sinners. You love Esau? Go ahead. Love away. Have a blast with it. Knock yourself out. You want to save Esau? You go ahead. You go fight for Esau. Be my guest. You go right on ahead and fight for him. Let's see where that's gonna get you. Okay, verse 3 again from the top, and it says, "And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf shall also not wither." I'm gonna back this up just for 1 second because I want to make one quick point. It says that bringeth forth his fruit. It says planted by the river of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. Meaning what? What could that possibly mean, that bringeth forth his fruit in this season? First of all, it's bringing forth good fruit. It's bringing forth that good fruit, man. And that's what we get. Think about us as a nation, man. And we all keeping the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments as a nation. And we on top and we ruling. That's bringing forth that good fruit, man. You bring forth good fruit when you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Think about the stuff that Commander General Yohana had to go through to build the schools the way they is now. That's bringing forth good fruit. That's bringing forth good fruit, man. When Commander General Yohana speaking, he tell y'all some of the stories, man. I know Y'all done heard the stories from them. Y'all done heard the stories from them, man. To see to hear the stories of where they was at, man. To look at where they at now, to look at how the UPK is now, for him to hold on to this truth, man, and build this up like it is right now, man. And brothers and sisters all over the world and country, man. All we do is love each other, man. This is something special, man. This is something that you have to love your brothers to be a part of, man. And we got to argue with some nuts about the people that's trying to destroy us. Nah, man, that's not cool. From here, let's get 2 Peter. Let's get 2 Peter, man. Salaki about the lateness of the time too, man. I needed that extra time that I did not use. All right. Let's try to see if we got any questions or comments online. Shout out to the chat, everybody checking in. The water to y'all. Yeah, the water to y'all. Give me a second here. Just trying to check and make sure I do not have any question. Just give me a second. No, I don't see any questions, so we're going to just keep it pushing. All right. So we had 2 Peter what? 2 Peter, man, the first chapter. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. So Peter is saying what? You have to make your calling and your election sure, man. And he ain't talking about what just happened. Peter talking about serving the Lord, man. Peter talking about serving the Lord, man. Not everybody. I know a lot of people see this stuff on the internet and it look easy, and it because you're watching it on TV and on the internet. This is not everybody can do this, man. Not anybody can just do this. I'm not saying not anybody can join the school. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying everybody not built to be going out to camp like that. It take a certain breed, it take a certain type, because it can get difficult out there. It can. And everybody not cut from that cloth. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, man. It happens. It look easy on TV or on the internet, whatever y'all watching today. But it's not that easy in real life, man. So you have to make your calling and your election sure. The Lord called me, man. I came. Every brother you see in this school, in the ISUPK, everywhere, the Lord called them brothers and sisters, man, and they came. They came, and we made our election sure. And we ain't think about whatever president was in the White House at that time. Because they damn sure ain't think about us. They damn sure ain't thought about us, not one time. You listening to these dumb, stupid Christian preachers, pimps in the pulpit. I want y'all listen to the pimps in the pulpit, man. Trying to act like they are men of God, man, leading you to your destructions, man. Leading you to your destruction. I don't even understand how we still today fall for that, man. I don't understand how we do it. Don't y'all see that these people are paid agents? We don't excuse me, Salakia. When was the last time that one of us picked somebody to be a black leader for us? No. We always picked out the people that was given to us, or we always just followed whoever was put in place. We never had a choice in the matter in real life, man. And we know this though. And so that's why I say I don't understand how we still fall for these things, man. I don't understand it. Y'all still listening to Steve Harvey nonsense? He's an entertainer. Let him entertain. Y'all going to a comedian for marital advice. Y'all going to a comedian, and again, there's nothing wrong with being a comedian. There's nothing wrong with that. I go to comedy shows I watch comedy shows all the time. I like stand-up comedy, but I'm not going there for no political advice. He's a comedian. Not letting no comedian tell me about what I should be doing with my wife. He is a comedian. Who to vote for president? He's a comedian. Because if he had any real knowledge, any true knowledge, what would he tell you? You don't vote. Because think about one of our greatest achievements inside of this country that we was in, Black Wall Street. What president did we vote for then? I rest my case. I mean, I don't know. It seemed like we went backwards since we started voting, but instead of vote or die, they should say vote and die. Like, I don't know. All right. But of course, because of Christianity, we did what? We think they would try to make us think that we are a part of this thing that they call America when we are not. I think that's what voting does for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It make them feel like they make a decision or like they are part of something, or that, it give them some form of sense of satisfaction that they've done something to make a difference. The only thing is they don't understand that the difference that they make is destroying them. That's like the only thing that they miss. It's destroying you. It's not helping you. It's not building you up. You know it's not building you up because you see your neighborhood getting worse and worse and worse. How is every generation of black people, how we all on some form of drugs inside of this kingdom? What kind of kingdom would want you on drugs? That's why they put the weed houses there. They want you high. They ain't saying, you know what, hold on, wait a minute. Drugs is destroying the black community, man. We might need to get these drugs out of the black community. No. They making sure they get in here, and they've always done that. That always been a part of that always been a part of what they do to make sure that the drugs get in here. All right. To keep you doing what? To keep you getting high. It goes on to say, it says, for if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. If you make your election short, man, you never gonna fall if you make your election short and you choose the Lord, man. You choose one of these Christian pastors or some fake Israelite group, man. Thinking you doing something. Thinking you smart. Listen to somebody that's just an entertainer. They get paid to get up there and tell you who to vote for. Whoever pay them the most, that's who they gonna get up there and tell you to vote for. Notice they always try to go. Notice they always try to put the entertainer that's the more popular entertainer up there for you to try to sway you to vote in their direction. We have to be smarter than that, man. We should look at that and be like, man, hell no. They done put so and so and such up there. Ain't no way, man, we about to fall for that. They do this crap every time it's election. Every time it's election time, they doing some BS. Ain't no way we about to fall for that. But nevertheless, what happened? We fall for it every year, every election time. But guess what, though? If you make your election sure with the Lord, man, you're not going to fail. You made your election sure with Obama, and what did he do? He pushed alphabet lifestyle on you, and then turned around and made black people the poster child for it. Your oppressor do more drugs than anybody I ever met in my life. Sell more drugs than anybody I ever met in my life. Done bought more drugs into the country than anybody I know in my entire life. In some kind of way, you are the poster child for getting high. They took you and used you and manipulated everything to make it look like getting high was such a cool thing because you do it. This person do it. This entertainer do it. Now it's weed places all in our community, man. And everybody getting higher than the fool, man. And it is ridiculous. Because you do what? You make your election sure with the oppressor, man. When you make your election sure with him, it's easy for him to manipulate and move and do these kind of things. You don't understand what you really up against. Everything in this kingdom, Black, Hispanic man, and Native American man, that is set up by the oppressor is set up for your destruction. It's set up for your destruction. And they're going to have some entertainer pushing that nonsense on you, man. That's what they're going to do, man. They're going to have some entertainer or some Christian pastor or somebody pushing it on you. All right. From here, let's get Jeremiah, the book of Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter. We'll get Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter. Check and make sure I don't got no questions. All right. That's to what? Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure I don't got no questions. All right, quick. I'm with y'all. All right. Cool. No sweat, no questions. I'll type questions in the chat. That's okay. I ain't gonna tell you the wrong answer. If I can't answer, I'm gonna go get counsel and come back and answer it next week. All right. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, and that's how they get us, man. We are too trusting to wolves in sheep's clothing. That's why the scripture said what? It said all of the beasts of the field devour us. Everybody devour us on some form of a different level at every point. From the president right down to the Arab in your neighborhood selling you fried chicken. Everybody profits something off our destruction, man. And it's because of what? What do we do? What's the one mistake? What's the one mistake we constantly make, man, that allows all of this to happen? Which is, man, this shows you that your oppressor is a crafty devil, man. He is a crafty devil. Because what did he do? He know we the Lord's chosen people. He knows that, right? So he crafted Christianity in a way to have us thinking we were still serving the Lord. Because he knew what? He knew he couldn't kill that spirit that the Lord put in us. We always, because that's something that the Lord put in us to do what? To always have the spirit that he gave us. It always would make us want to serve him. All right. So even, let's just say, if he just took away the Bibles and said we can't do this no more, we would have still been passing things down verbally. Your oppressor he knows that, so he cannot have that. So what did he do? He crafted Christianity for you, for us. That's what he did, man. That's what he did. And that's the biggest mistake that we make. We follow our Christian pastors because everything, and that's like our foundation. Because I don't know if y'all was like me growing up, right? We was always in church. So for years, the Christian church was like the foundation of black people. Think about, at one time, it was like the Christian church was our school. It was where we went to church at. It was where we held our meetings at. So it was like really the foundation of black people. All right? We just didn't realize that, you know, it was a bunch of mumbo jumbo. And that's the mistake that we've always made, man. But now, like we read not too long ago, the Lord is doing what? He's emptying out them churches, man. Them churches is empty and on the for sale thing, on the for sale list. Because our people is coming out of that, but they not realizing what? They need to be in here. That's what they not, that's what they missing. All right. That's what they missing. The Lord is destroying dumb pastors because he is not. He is sick of the foolishness, all right? So let's get Jeremiah 23. And let's start at 19. Okay, let's get it. It says, behold, a whirlwind of the Lord is going forth in fury. Because that will happen, man. You think the Lord, how long do y'all think the Lord is going to sit back and let his words be taught like this and let his people get treated in this manner, man? That's why it's so important, and we always say at the beginning of the class to like and share these classes, man. So we can do what? So we can wake our brothers and sisters up, man. So we all can cry out with a loud voice so that what? The Lord will hear our prayers, man. So that the Lord will hear our prayers, man. Who wants to keep living like this? Like, we can't even, because of how we lived inside of this kingdom, we can't even fathom what the Lord got for us, man. We truly don't even know what it's like to be free. We don't even know what it's like to be free, man. To truly be free, to truly not have to worry about the oppressor. We don't know what that's like, man. We have never experienced anything like that before in this kingdom, man. It says, even a grievous whirlwind, it shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked. And that's something that we're starting to see now, man. The Lord is changing everything around. All right. Christian churches is doing what? They dwindling. UPK, we doing what? We growing. We are growing. And it's a great thing, man. We walk into certain places, gas stations and things of that nature. They see us rocking our UPK gear. They seeing our stars. They know who you are. They instantly say they know who you are and they know who they are. Sammy and Mashah walked in the gas station right down the street. The dude down the street, he said, Isaac, and pointed to me and Mashah and said, Ishmael, and pointed to himself. They know who we are, man. Who we are is like the biggest kept secret. And the Lord chose us, man. How long do y'all think the Lord gonna allow us to be in his kingdom and be used and abused? Yeah, we messed up. Yeah, we fell short. And the Lord punished us for that, man. But now the Lord is saying, okay, it's about that time. They starting to wake up. They starting to come back. Now I'm about to start dealing with their enemies. Verse 20, it says, the anger of the Lord shall not return until he have executed, until he have performed the thoughts of his heart. The thoughts of his heart, man. These things that is written in this Bible, these things have to happen. Like I was talking about the brother that I talked, my homeboy that earlier, and how he always want to save Esau. He don't never call him the white man. He just call him Esau. And he say, the brother is nuts, man. The brother say, red and white is two different things. Esau was red. That ain't white. I said, this brother here is insane. He's insane. He's crazy. The brother, I think, honestly, the brother need medication. He's giving me a headache right now. You can't stop. I don't give a damn what you do. You cannot stop what the Lord said he was going to do, dum-dum. You cannot do it. Nobody can stop what the Lord said he was going to do. The Lord is unstoppable. Okay? The Lord is unstoppable. And it said he's going to do what? It says, until he have executed and performed. So when you read things like Isaiah 14:1, when you reading these type of things, man, when you reading these type of things, when you reading things like he that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity, when you reading things like that, guess what? The Lord is going to do those things, man. And that's what that's another thing I don't understand about Christianity, man. These things are in the Bible. How can, if the Lord said he's going to do something so different, the Lord said he's going to do something so different than what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about it don't matter who you are. You gonna teach Salakia. You gonna teach a people who had their identity stole from them, who had their culture took away from them, thrown on slave ships, and put and kidnapped and brought over here to another country and made to serve as slaves. You're going to take them people and teach them it don't matter who you are. Everybody can get into the kingdom of heaven. And then put an oppressor, Christ, in their face. And you think the Lord is going to constantly sit back and tolerate this? Nah, man. What the Lord say? The Lord say, you may forget. You might forget, but I will not. And he said right here, he's going to do what? He said he's going to execute. Execute. Execute and perform the thoughts of his heart, man. And that just tie back into what do we read in Psalms 1? This is why I said to you, y'all, we have to be planted. You have to be planted like a tree in this truth. You have to be rooted in this thing, man. You don't want to be on the left side when the Lord come through, man. That's not what you want to do. All right. It says of his heart. It says in the latter days, ye shall consider it perfectly. In the latter days. And that's where we at now. We in these latter days, and I see what's coming. We see, if you in the UPK, you see what is coming, man. You see it. And we consider it perfect, man. We consider it a perfect thing. We consider it a beautiful thing, man. Think about people that's been in this truth forever. Commander General Yohana, General Muhammad, they 20, 30, 40 years in the truth, man. Think about all the stuff they might have heard that they heard out there going to camp. You think we just hear it now, we crazy. Think about what they were saying. Think about how crazy they was getting, the things that they possibly were saying to them when they said Russia was going to rise back up to a superpower after Russia fell. And then think about when Commander General Yohana, when they started to see these things come to pass over a period of time. And people still got the nerve to try to argue the truth. It's insane. It's insane for somebody to hear that and see that happen, and you still want to sit back and argue the truth. That is insane, man. All right. It says, goes on to say, I have not sent these prophets. He ain't sending them, man. Your dumb, stupid Christian pastor, your fake Israelite leader, your imam or ibam, whatever the hell they call that Muslim nonsense, your Louis Farrakhan, the Lord, these are all not people of the Lord, man. How do you know they not people of the Lord? How do you know this? How can we be factual about this? They didn't prophesy. They didn't go into the scriptures and tell you about Russia. What I just said about Russia when they fell and them coming back into the power. They ain't go in the scriptures and break that down. Commander General Yohana did, man. They ain't break down World War III. Commander General Yohana did. That's where I learned about all this stuff this is how I know what's going on today. I know what's going on today because of Commander General Yohana. And in the world, when I was in the world before I came into the truth, I listened to all that foolishness. I listened to Farrakhan, Christian pastors. I learned more in 90 days in this school than I ever learned out there listening to any one of them. For God knows how many years, you know. I don't want to tell my age, but you get what I'm saying. 90 days, I learned more. Probably 30 days. I'm just going to say 90. That's because the Lord did not call them to teach, man. All they care about is all Christian pastors care about is shouting around, dancing around, and prancing around, bamming on a stupid tambourine. It just makes you feel good. Farrakhan seemed like he had some knowledge. He seemed smart. A trooper in here under Commander General Yohana will tear him up. A trooper. Under Commander General Yohana. Because the Commander General Yohana sent his men out there following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. Therefore, the Lord is with us because we serve the Lord. So we got the power of the Most High, man. These other cats, what we just read, the Lord said, I have not sent these prophets. He ain't sent them. He don't know them. He like, where the hell they come from? Because what the scriptures say, one body. One body, man. That's what the scriptures say. It said we're supposed to have one body, man. Not 12. Not 12. All right. It said, yet they ran. It says, I have not spoken to them. Yet they prophesied. And the Lord said he ain't spoke. He ain't spoke. Most of y'all fake Israelite groups, man. Y'all just watch our classes on YouTube and then go start some fake Israelite group somewhere. That's what y'all do. Y'all just watch us on YouTube or on Facebook or on the internet somewhere, catch a couple of classes, and go start some fake Israelite group somewhere. Y'all not rooted in the truth. Y'all not rooted in the truth, man. You can't be rooted in the truth. It's only one way to get rooted in this truth. That's in here. You're going to go to some fake Israelite group that let Africans unalive black women? That's what you're going to do? Who leader lock up innocent black people? That's what you're going to do. That's the choice you're going to make. You're going to make your election sure over there, huh? Okay, no problem. I won't stand in the way of a sinner. I'll make my election sure here under Commander General Yohana, who would never do any of those things, man. If that sister was over in here, she'd still be around today, man. she'd still be around today. And with that, shalom, Israel.